A new memoir-based novel by Vietnam War veteran Fred Rivera of Murrieta tells a gritty story of combat, camaraderie, loss, and psychological wounds in the jungles of Southeast Asia more than 40 years ago. Rivera joins me to talk about his new book, Raw Man, which is Nam War spelled backwards.
Hi, Annie.
Thank you for coming on the program. Good. So what prompted you to write this book now, more than 4 decades after the Vietnam War?
Yes, so much time has passed since the Vietnam War that if you talk to anybody under the age of 40, they know absolutely nothing about it. And the Vietnam War is losing its legacy or its place in history. It was such a controversial war that ignited such a peace movement in the States and a clash of culture that I wanted to make sure that younger people would have an idea of what it was like.
But you also write in the book about going through letters that you had written to your parents after your mother had died. What role did that play in motivating you?
My mother passed away, and when my sister and I shut the house down, we discovered that my mother had saved every letter I wrote to her. And I took them, we read them, and I took them home, and I noticed that I never told them the truth. I never told them about the danger I was in. And one letter starts off, "Hi, sorry I haven't written, but I'm in the hospital." And today's modern warfare, you have Skype, you have Facebook, you have email, you have so many ways to communicate instantaneously. We were not in contact with our loved ones.
But you talk about the dangers in those letters that you omitted, actually.
I did not want to expose.
You didn't write about that, but there was one instance in 1969 when a grenade hit the vehicle you were in, killing everyone inside, including your best friend, Herman. And you suffered, ultimately, a very severe back injury from that attack. What was the psychological toll of this war, this incident on you?
September 6, 1969, we were in an 8-hour battle. When we took the hit from the rocket-propelled grenade, I was actually catapulted out of the driver's hatch, injuring my back. And when I lost consciousness, and when I came to, Herman I had him cradled in my arms, and he was bleeding from his carotid artery, and I could do nothing to stem the flow of blood, and he passed with me holding him.
And what kind of psychological wounds did that
everything. It devastated me. It made me realize how cheap life was, and I was angry at God that he would allow this to happen.
The Veterans Administration estimates that 10 to 20% of Iraq and Afghanistan war veterans have PTSD. What advice would you share with them based on your experiences?
Well, I do a lot of outreach work, and I work with a lot of young veterans. And the first thing that I tell them is to stop self-medicating, because that is the #1 symptom of PTSD. And when there is a thing called the Vet Center, which is an outreach program, and it's not really affiliated with the VA, but has access to the VA. And if a young man goes to the Vet Center, he will find help in counseling, in group and in problems with alcohol and drugs.
And we've got to end it there. Fred Rivera, thanks so much for coming on the program.
Thank you.